are you? Just a nut nigga with a strap. It don't take rocket science to shoot. You don't know shit about getting bricks out, you probably still work true for you. You don't know shit about on your blood cause you paid your bills with all that loot. How about your baby about to be born and he don't got pampers, wipes, or food? How about your mama fucking your best friend and y'all both just finished school? But it's okay, she thinks it's cool. You're in her way, it's time you move. And you just paid all her damn bills, so you feel like a fool. So what do you suggest I do? You think you know? You got no clue. So please don't tell me what you think I ain't been told. I don't give a fuck down like me. Down like me.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to AJ Den. Well, I'm not recording on Periscope anymore. It's just a little boring little spot. I might record some things, but not all. But I do want to talk about police brutality. Oh my God, there's so many places that I have seen on the news. I'm investigating, and this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. How cops are just shooting people down. Just shooting them down. I'm going to talk about, I saw on the news, not on the news, but looked it up as well, how this cop pulled this young man over. I'm going to play, I know you can't see it on, but I'm going to play it and you can hear it. The cop pulled this young man over, and when she pulled the young man over, because he was riding his bicycle, people, on the sidewalk. So she decided to take him in. Well, she wanted his ID. First of all, if it's not a state that require you to show your ID to the police officers, and you have not did nothing, they don't have undoubtable evidence, you don't have to show your ID to it. And that's what the young man did. He said, I'm not showing my ID, and told her that she wasn't showing. She decided to call other cops to come and help her. And I don't blame him. He said, I'm not showing my ID. I don't need to show you my ID. And that is the truth. These cops act like they are they act like they God. You know, I'm always going to talk about cops. This is ridiculous. You're not God. You guys think y'all could do whatever you want because you're carrying that gun and that badge. You are not God. This is why I always talk about officers all the time. They think that, oh, I'm going to carry this gun and I carry this badge and I could do what I want to do. No! You cannot. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. So don't think you could do this, but I want you to hear this.
Give you my ID because I did not do nothing wrong.
Officer Adam 11 from...
So you can go ahead and arrest me.
Adam
I don't care, bro.
Adam
You gonna arrest me for riding on the sidewalk? Bro,
Okay,
no, this don't make no sense.
Officer N. Martinez,
Give me your
Merced
ID.
Police.
Yes, you do.
I don't have to give you
Yes,
nothing.
you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Why? What law says
So that
that?
I can 400 block of West Main.
Now she decided to call
This is
the
what
other
happens.
officer.
This is what happens. This is what
When
happens.
he told her that he doesn't have to give her ID, his ID. Now he's trying to move and leave the scene. Now she's grabbing him.
Hey, let her.
Grabbing
Hey, it's
him.
good. I got it.
He's
Hey,
holding his
I got
hand.
it. I got it.
Free her
I got
out.
it.
He's
I
not
got it.
resisting.
Don't touch me.
I got it,
He's
bro.
telling her, don't touch.
I got it.
him. He's basically telling her, don't touch him.
I got
You
it.
better get off me.
Hey,
Chill out. Chill out.
Give me your
Why is he
ID
touching
now.
me?
Hey, I got it on film,
What
bro. It's all
reason
good. It's
do
all
you
good. It's all
have
good.
I didn't
It's all
touch
good.
you.
to
Your
Touch me.
ID now.
touch
all good.
him?
Yes, you
Bro,
are.
I'm not giving you nothing.
Give me.
Bro,
Hey,
get off me.
Give me your ID now.
What is you doing?
Put your hands behind
What is
your
you
back.
doing?
Put your hands behind your back.
Bruh.
Put your hands behind your back. Now.
You hear her talking to you?
hey.
Do you hear her?
Now
All right,
a
you know
white
what?
cop come up, a guy,
All right,
a
so
white cop come up,
You see what they
and
Merced.
he's putting his
Merced,
hand behind
please.
his back.
Merced, please.
Still,
Merced, police. We're.
Turn around. You call when you're in trouble. I'm not doing nothing. Around. Now you guys are witnessing.
Hey,
we're not talking.
I'm not doing nothing. You bro.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
Riding his bike.
All right, bro.
He was riding his bike.
Bro, I gotta get up out of here, bro.
Riding the bike.
Get up off me, nigga. Would you stop? Get up off me, though. Why are you doing this? What did I do to you? Come on now. I'm a typical black person. Going home. This is what we see.
this is because he was riding his bicycle on the sidewalk. He's going to get arrested because he was riding his bicycle on the sidewalk. Now, it's another young man who was recording this. He was
Bro, why
recording
are you
this.
squeezing my fucking cuffs?
And white cop is squeezing his cuff and put him down
Why are
and
you
kick
kicking me,
his
nigga?
feet.
Stop fucking kicking me, bro.
Kicking his
I'm
feet.
gonna fuck you up.
Sit down.
I don't care, nigga. You squeezing my cuffs and you fucking squeezing them too fucking hard, bro. You got me fucked up, dude. I swear to
And there's
God,
still
bruh.
another young man
Officer
recording
Jay
all this.
Gonzalez, Merced
Get the
Police.
fuck off me.
Officer Jay
Get the
Gonzalez,
fuck off me.
Merced
Get the
Department.
fuck off me, nigga.
Back up.
Take
Yes,
me
sir.
down. You
Yes,
want
sir.
me to ride on the sidewalk?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Whoa, what the?
Now they attacked the other young man who was holding the camera. See, if you do something wrong, don't try to hide it, man up, a woman up. Let somebody record your butt because it's not against the law to record you. You are doing these things illegal. What gives you the right to sit up there and arrest this young man because he was riding his bicycle on the sidewalk and you wanted his ID? She never said, well, I want your ID because I'm going to give you a citation for riding the bicycle on the sidewalk. Never said that. She just wanted his ID. Why? People don't understand. When the cops request for your ID, you don't have to give it to them because they have to have undoubtable evidence to get your ID. They have to have a reason why they want your ID. And that's not because on the sidewalk. I'm talking about if like a robbery going on. And you know what? The funny thing, the cops will use that. And then sometimes they'll arrest you so they can get your information. But it's not required to give your ID. Not if they do not have undoubtable evidence that you was around a scene of crime or something like that. It is not required to show your ID to them. It is not. So the young man was right. He was right. He didn't have to show her his ID. She should have just, if she wanted his ID to give him a citation, she should have said, this is what she should have said. I am giving you a citation for riding your bicycle on the sidewalk. Now, you know how many people ride their bicycles on the sidewalk? She put him over. As for his ID, didn't tell him the reason why, because why? They think they're God. They have this ideal, I'm carrying a badge and a gun, and I am God. You listen to what I say, not as I do. Get what I'm saying? And what you supposed to do about that? Whew. Oh my goodness. People, this needs to stop. These cops are really getting on my last nerve. These cops, and I'm not saying all, can't say all, but the majority of them are assholes. They will not stop They're thinking they're above the law, and until prosecutors and DAs start prosecuting these cops, then it will be a better place. So far as that, it's not a better place. It's because they still doing the same thing what they've been doing for years. Now, I can't play this because it's a silent video, but it is a police officer, again, about a bike. A young lady, she's a teenager, and she was riding her bike in the road. Again, white officer pulled her. Don't know the reason why. I need to look this up. Reason why he pulled this young teenager over, but pulled this young teenager over. And basically did brutality, police brutality. Pull her over. She was explaining something. All of a sudden, this guy decided to, I guess, arrest her for no apparent reason, because she was just riding her bike with her brother. Seemed like it was her brother, and he slammed it on the car. Then he slammed her on the ground. He kicked her, doing all this for what? For what? I'm telling you. What is the reason why these cops are acting this way? Why? What is the reason? What is the reason why they're acting this way? I mean, and you know what's so sad? They don't have a reason. It's just being African American. That's it. That's it. That's about it. Because they can. Because they can get away with it. Because. When are you people and all of us gonna stop these cops from doing it? And I'm not talking about kill them. Prosecute their asses. Because this is ridiculous. And if this person who happened to be in their apartment and did not record this, these cops could tell all kinds of lies and they're gonna believe the cops. They are going to believe the cops. This is what it is. I'm looking at it now. I had to look it up. Cop. I forgot to say that he tased the young lady too. And the reason why he tased her is because she rode her bike through the mall parking lot. Woo! Because she rode her bike through the mall parking lot. This is giving them a reason just to pull somebody over. This is ridiculous. 15-year-old young lady with her brother, with her brother, Monique Tillman, and her brother was riding their bicycle when they were stopped. And then this young girl brutally assaulted by Washington police officer Jared Williams. Tillman and her brother had done nothing wrong and were merely targeted by this public service because they had the unfortunate luck to have crossed paths with him. This is what they say, people. I'm reading it. Reading it. This brutality, I'm so upset I can't even say it. This police brutality, can't get it. What's wrong with me today? Oh my God. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm sorry, people. Can't get it out today. But, yeah, they tased the young woman in Washington State. And because she was riding her bicycle through the parking lot, the mall parking lot. Said the teen traveled through the lot. Witnesses began to pursue of this hardened criminal, they want to call it, and accused them for trespassing. Why the hell do you supposed to drive your... And I saw this video, and then on the bottom of the page it says, knowing that they have done nothing wrong, Monique attempted to explain to the officer that they cut through the parking lot all the time on their way home. However, this Tarrant had nothing, didn't want to hear nothing what she had to say. And then when they tried to ride away, now I watched this video, you can look it up, Monique Tillman, look it up, because everything I'm telling you, you can look it up. Said, after she explained herself, she just like, well, you know what, I don't have to, she really didn't have to explain herself to him. Riding a bicycle through the mall, you know how many people ride their bicycle through the parking lot mall? Really? So when Monique decided to attempted to she explained herself, then she said, forget it. She tried to ride away. The man grabbed her. Williams grabbed her and attacked her. Police officer now. Police officer. And tased her. Slammed her in the car, slammed her down, and tased her. Held her neck like she wasn't nothing. She was struggling to breathe. Grabbed her hair and slammed her down and tased her. And she's only 15 years old. Yep. Police officer. Protect and serve, huh? You ride your bicycle through the mall, we're going to protect and serve. We're going to pull you over and arrest you. Now, this is the crazy part. If this wasn't recorded, he could have said, this is what he charged her for. Resisting arrest. Do you hear me? Resisting arrest. The charges were dropped. They had no evidence after they saw the video. Now, if they didn't have that video, guess what? They would have believed the officer. Why do we have to have videos for the officers not to, they won't believe the officers? This is ridiculous, people. Ridiculous. Riding your bicycle through the mall. What's next? Well, I'll tell you what's next. Have you guys heard of, I had his name down here, Jeremy McDowell. Jeremy McDowell. Dole. People, y'all notice I'm not good at names, but I am saying his name right. Jeremy McDowell. McDole. Guy was in a wheelchair. In a wheelchair! So I wonder how they're going to use this, stand your ground. In a wheelchair, people. In a wheelchair. In a wheelchair. I'm going to say it again. In a wheelchair, people. They shot and killed him. They say he had a gun. I mean, come on. He had a gun. He was in a wheelchair. He couldn't run after you. Y'all could have came around him and got him. Is that stand your ground deal? Because I need to know. Is that stand your ground? He was threatened? Y'all was threatened? Man, what I say? It may look like coffee, but it don't smell like coffee. This man was killed. Killed, people. Killed. And he was in the wheelchair. He was in a wheelchair. So what excuse do they have on this one? What excuse? I mean, in Delaware, he was in a wheelchair. Look it up, people. Look it up. And they will not be charged. Again, I'm talking about the DA and the prosecutors. I'm tired of them as well. Tired of them as well. The attorney generals are not doing it. They're not doing their job, people. Getting on my nerves. They're not doing their job. I'm going to start recording on YouTube. I have to get everything set up because I usually record on Periscope. And I'm just not feeling Periscope anymore too much. I might record sometime on Periscope, but not all the time. Just a little thing here and there if I'm driving or doing something. Just put it in my cup holder and let it record. But right now, I am officially off recording my information. It's a pretty little boring place. You have to get your name out there. Now I am getting my name out there, but it's not too far out. But anyway, Delaware, 4 police officers, 4 people, a guy in a wheelchair. 4 police officers will not be charged in the shooting death of a 28-year-old man, Jeremy Boom McDowell, who was killed last September while sitting in his wheelchair on the city west side. Some Black community leaders and residents was outraged by the outcome of the 8-month investigation. Listen, 8 months. It took them to say they wasn't. They already made up their mind when they shot the young man. They already made up their mind. Shot him dead. He was in a wheelchair. Stand your ground again, people. They didn't even know. Other officers who, let me go back here. They say McDowell with a shotgun approximately 2 seconds after initially ordering him to put his hand up. The report found creating uncertainty among other officers who not knowing where the gunfire came from, also turned their weapons on McDowell. They didn't even know. They didn't even know where the guns were coming from. They just turned their attention to a person in a wheelchair, and he was African American and happened to be a male. Still was afraid of him because he was African American and he was a male. Isn't that something? But again, they can have Caucasians run at them with guns, point guns at them, have knives that I have shown on Periscope. Videos of a Caucasian have a knife at him, run at the officer, kill me. And guess what? They never shot. They shot him one time in the groin. That one. Another time, they had guys run at them, and I showed that. And guess what? They didn't shoot them at all. They just tackled them. Let them run out there. Sir, put it down, please, beg them. Sir, put it down, please, beg them. We are not deers, people. And what I mean by that, we are not animals that you can just go ahead and shoot because you can. This is deer season. This is not deer season. We're not horses. We're not slaves. They didn't even know this young man had a gun or not. They heard gunshots and they turned their attention to him. They turned their attention to him. So people, this is ridiculous. A person in a wheelchair, even though he can't even run after them. This is what I can't understand. I need to invest more if you can have a gun on you in Delaware. I need to look that up. I'm looking at this and they're saying because they saw him moving his hands around his waist. That's the reason why. See, that stand your ground again. They said 11-year veteran of the Wellington Police Department told the investigator, I couldn't see his hand. He kept moving around his waist. At that point, I felt I was in danger. God damn! People, did I not say that? That stand your ground? That's why they made it. That's why they made it. Did you hear what I said? Let me go back. 11-year veteran of Wellington Police Department told the investigator, I couldn't see his hand. He kept moving around his waist. At that point, now mind you, he's in a wheelchair, people. At that point, I felt I was in danger. My life was in danger. If he picked up that gun and started shooting, he could shoot the other officer he was shooting. How they got this is and bystanders. This is what he said. That said how they had that shoot the other officers and he could shoot me and Report says McDowell died from multiple gunshots, but it does not explain from which guns the lethal rounds were fired or how many struck him, according to the report. McDowell had a stolen .38 caliber revolver. How is that a gunshot? .38 revolver is not a gunshot. Why I'm saying gunshot? I know I'm laughing at myself today because I'm saying all kinds of stuff. I guess it's Monday. Excuse me. How do that come from a 38 revolver? Come from how that you can't compare that to a what did they say he had a shotgun. You can't compare a shotgun to a 38 revolver. A 38 well, it's way smaller than a shotgun. So what the hell? What the hell? Wow. I'm telling you, people. Wow. Oh, the story coming out. Wait, hold up. It was another incident was going on with this young man. Well, okay, it's a young lady called 911 and fabricated a story about McDowell shooting himself to cover up a robbery she and another man had committed. So the police came out there from another person who called. This is what I'm looking at. And they say the DOJ investigator found no evidence that was true. So it's something fishy going on. But either way, he was shot while he was in a wheelchair. The police officers felt threatened, even though this man wasn't even standing. They felt threatened because he was African American and he was a male. Simple as that. Simple as that. This is crazy. He couldn't run. He couldn't hide. He was in a wheelchair. He was paralyzed. So you shot him down just like that because you felt threatened. Wow. Interesting. You felt threatened. Man, have no love for crooked cops. I have no love. You know, I'm always going to inform you guys about these crooked ass cops. I'm tired of them. They continue to do wrong, and they always having people to back them up. They always having people to believe the lies, what they tell. Always. Always going to have people to believe the lies that they tell, because a lot, not only the justice system believe it, we have other people who just normal citizens, and the first thing they have, because they have said it to me, you guys, if y'all just surrender and don't say nothing, and guess what? A lot of African Americans have did that. Surrender and don't say nothing, and guess what? Got they butt whooped, are dead. They are dead today. They got killed. So don't come up with that bull crap, crazy thing of saying, just surrender. We do surrender. They just continue to hurt our people. So you don't know what you're talking about. It's a white justice and it's a black justice. Don't come up with that bull crap talking about, no, Just surrender, and it will be okay. It will not. It will not. So people, love you. Guys, got to get ready, go to work. Overtime. Get it together. Love one another. Come together. Stop playing these doggone games. Come together, people. We need to come together. I am going to start getting on YouTube. I'm planning on start recording more on YouTube. Did it on Periscope. As I said earlier, not feeling Periscope too much. So I'm getting off there and try my best to get on YouTube. So you know how I am. It's time for me to go, because I educate you folks today. And I want you to do is have a good day. And I'm just going to play anything. Let me put that Kendrick Lamar on.
The whole industry been in shambles. Everybody fugazi, I'm just changing the channel. Kendrick Lamar, the people's champion. I'm animal for analysts. Career damaging versus meditating when candles lit. I like my raps extra prolific. Some freestyling on lunch tables and park benches. And I won't mention my 10,000 hours in training while juggling game banking. My balancing was tremendous. And now we look at the competition as quick submission. They tapping out before we even get a chance to miss them. What this about? Is it money or skill? Maybe it's both, and I got